This module, the online training for the ODOT Analysis and Traffic Simulation, or OATS, manual provides guidelines on the requirements for the presentation of analysis results. At the end of this module, you will understand how results should be presented for ODOT analysis. Traffic analysis results can be presented in the following three formats: tabular format, graphical format, animation, which is for micro-simulation analysis only. Regardless of the format, the results should be presented in a manner that is concise and understandable to the intended audience. For instance, elected officials and other representatives of the public needs to see performance measures that are easily understood by the general public. In such cases, presentation and format of the report should also target a non-technical audience, while providing the needed details for a technical reviewer to independently analyze and verify the analysis results presented in the document. Tabular summaries should be included for analysis conducted for all ODOT studies, including feasibility studies, interchange studies, corridor studies, and traffic impact studies. Tables are used to present summaries of the results of the analysis. Raw data from the analysis outputs and other details of the analysis should be attached in the appendices. The outputs from Transmodeler should be post-processed to report the average measures of effectiveness from multiple simulation runs. Different colors or patterns should be used to discern failing conditions. Colors used to present key information in the tables should be carefully selected such that the document can maintain its readability when reproduced in black and white ink. At a minimum, the cells should be highlighted using the following color scheme: yellow for all movements or approaches operating at a level of service D, orange for all movements or approaches operating at level of service E, and for volume to capacity ratios greater than 0.93. Red for all movements or approaches operating at level of service F, for volume to capacity ratios greater than or equal to 1, and for queue storage ratios greater than or equal to 1. Tabular summaries should be developed in two sets. The first set contains tables summarizing analysis results of the entire network for one alternative. This table is required for all studies. The second set includes a summary of the comparative measure of effectiveness across multiple alternatives. This table may be required based on the study and number of alternatives being evaluated. This is a sample intersection traffic analysis results table. These tables are essential to review the integrity of the analysis and provide information used for general comparative analysis. This is a sample alternatives comparison table which allows the reviewer to clearly understand the operational differences between alternatives rather than flipping through multiple report pages for comparisons. This table is less detailed in regard to specific movements and measures of effectiveness at the intersection, but allows the reviewer an easy visual comparison of the intersection results for multiple alternatives. Tabular summaries for freeway facilities must be provided for individual segments as well as the overall facility results. Information in the table must include segment number, analysis type, location, level of service, demand over capacity ratio, facility length, facility space mean speed, facility density, facility travel time, facility level of service. This table summarizes the results for the individual freeway segments. In this table, it is easy to compare between alternatives since both the no-build and build conditions are summarized. This table illustrates the results for the overall freeway facility. It summarizes the overall metrics for the entire freeway network. Graphical presentation of the data and results should be carefully created to help readers understand the results. Graphical displays are excellent visual tools and are very effective in identifying the effects of each alternative on traffic operations within the analysis area. The analyst should simplify the presentation such that both technical and non-technical audiences can easily understand them. Graphical presentation requirements will be dependent on the type of study. For interchange modification and justification studies, the operational results should be graphically represented. Information on the graphic should include segment number, analysis type, location, level of service, and demand over capacity ratio. This graphic is a sample of the type of operational analysis results that can be developed for these types of studies. Geometric data should also be presented in interchange modification and justification studies. Information should include number of mainline lanes, on-ramp and off-ramp number of lanes, merge, diverge, or weave configurations, labeled interchanges, ramp metering, speed limits, and a clear distinction between no-build and build conditions. This distinction could include the build conditions shown in red or with the no-build conditions shown with dotted lines and the build shown with solid lines. In this sample graphic, the changes in the build condition are shown in red. For interchange operations studies, feasibility studies, corridor studies, and traffic impact studies, graphical presentation is typically not necessary to illustrate the operational results. To illustrate the geometric data for the overall network, a figure should be generated that includes a stick figure of the study area, which could include an aerial image as the background, street names, speed limits, distance between intersections, and a clear distinction between no-build and build conditions. Similar to the other interchange studies, build conditions could be shown in red or using dotted lines for the no-build conditions and solid lines for the build conditions. For these various study types, geometric data is also required for the intersections. The intersection analysis point, traffic control type, number and type of lanes, number of through lanes entering and exiting each approach, full width length of turn lanes, and the intersection peak hour factor should be included on the figure. One of the advantages of microsimulation over analytical tools is its ability to describe or demonstrate the problem and potential solutions by animating the individual vehicle's trajectories. This sort of animation can be very effective in presenting traffic analysis results to a non-technical audience. Videos from the microsimulation can be presented on various platforms such as public meetings and project websites. The animation should be created from parts of the simulation results that best exhibit the findings of the analysis. This includes both the time period selected and the viewing angle or location. When comparing between multiple alternatives, a side-by-side display of animations with the same traffic loadings, time period, and angle should be prepared. Screenshots of the critical locations can be used to supplement the video animations. In this module, the method in which analysis results can be presented were discussed. Results can be presented in tabular formats, graphical formats, and through animation when using microsimulation. Refer to Chapter 8 of the OATS manual for more details on ODOT specific requirements.